Good morning, my loves. Welcome to Shower Thoughts, DBA Bath Thoughts with Tina. Hi. It is Monday when I am recording this, 4/27/2020. Normally I'd like to do a little bit about how to today is the day of red and to honor your root chakra, which is extremely important. Man, you can't even see them. I have all of my crystals right here that they're so little, but I love them. To get some grounding in today, and after you read this or listen to this message, you're gonna definitely want to start this process that you're about to start with some grounding. And a lot, I wasn't going to say anything really actually about the root chakra, but I definitely recommend Googling that or getting on YouTube and looking up some grounding meditations. I do a 15-minute binaural beat very often. That sets me pretty straight. It's pretty awesome. Anyway, on that note, before we dive in, this did pop out today. I have in my deck the Modern Witch Tarot deck by Lisa I wish I knew how to say her last name. Oh, oops, sorry. This is my deck. But she has a random card in there that doesn't come out very often, but it did today, and it's red, so I'm going to share it, okay? This is what you need to remember about yourself, okay? This is a deeper meaning thing today, and I don't know why, but on Mondays, I am led to my red clarifying deck. Anyway, so, and the other side note of this reading today, I got my 3 cards. Isn't that awesome? So what do? I have to have more cards. I'm so silly. But, okay. So first card, all 3 came out all together, all at once, I think. Yeah. The Empress. Okay. And then after those 3 came out, these are what I chose to be their well, not I chose, but I chose to ask for clarifying cards. And this is what Spirit gave me for the Empress. This is the 10 of Swords, okay? So we'll get into that. And then we have the Knight of Swords. Massive energy. Oh, sugars. Stay up there. Whatever. Okay, just stay. Okay, and then that was clarified by the 5 of Cups. All right. And then, oh, you guys, you see these little rocks with these are my sigil rocks. Extremely powerful things. I just used permanent marker on some charged rocks that I have, and then after just look it up. It's pretty cool. It's powerful. They're useful little tools for prayer and meditation. Anywho, these are my personal ones that I just thought I'd share to throw that out there, because we all need as much faith in the protection that we receive from Spirit, from Source, from our angels and our guides. So anyway, okay, sorry. 2 of Swords. All right. Where was she? Stay. Okay. Clarified by the 8 of Cups. Okay. All right. So I learned something new about the bottom of the deck, quote unquote. You'll hear that when you get into tarot or whatever, what's on the bottom of the deck. So I took on, for this reading in particular, a new version of how to interpret the bottom of the deck card. This was our bottom of the deck card, and this is what this isn't about. Okay? So under that basis, I want you to know what I did look up the Devil, and I did, oh yeah, you need to look real closely at that though. I'm just going to put it up here. So this is what it's not about. anymore. Just, okay, but it will make sense in the end. All right, so, but with that, you know, I need to always end things on a positive note, which this doesn't seem very positive right now, but it is, I promise. So anyway, this is what I've got, the Four of Wands. Four of Wands, okay? So I hope to have time to look that up I'm going to look that Four of Wands up in this guidebook. Hopefully, you know. I did read a little bit more of Proverbs. I do my Proverbs a chapter a day thingy. And I don't know if I'm really going to be led to read the whole bit to you guys today. But there were a couple verses in there that I think I might need to get out. Okay, so let's see. And also, another change up in this reading too. Even though I kind of have tried here and there to do combinations, when I look up my information and do my research for the cards, it always seems to be led that the cards just individually are their own thing, no matter how they're pulled. So, and the message just says flown that way. Flowed, I don't know. So anyway, but today I thought the message for the combinations with the clarifiers were pretty significant. So that's really actually more where my focus went. I gotta add some cold water to this because otherwise I ain't gonna be able to take a bath today. But I think you guys can hear me. So let's start with the Empress clarified by the Ten of Swords, alright? I have this actually, this is starred, and I don't remember why. I'm so in a lot when I'm doing this and choosing what to write down. That's why sometimes I can't even read my own handwriting. But anyway, so this is something set aside for some significance, or what I'm about to read. Neglecting your own needs, either allowing bad things to happen in your life, or so caught up in taking care of everyone else's wants, you've forgotten to focus on you. If you are struggling with exhaustion and or depression, what you feel doesn't have to control you. Recognize those feelings, acknowledge them, and make an active decision to practice self-care anyway. That's why this was started off. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, guys, you are listening to somebody that previously was medically diagnosed with chronic depression. Fat chance I'm going to hold on to that label ever. I am not going to wear that badge. Fuck that. Okay? It's a process, and I know it seems scary. Whew, I'm wanting to throw up just talking about it, to be honest with you. Whew. This is going to hit home hard for some people. I'm sorry. I'm not known to hold back when I talk to people. What I gotta say is what I gotta say. I can't help it. And if you are that depressed right now, one, I feel you, I know you, I hear you, I understand you, and I see you. And you are not alone. I promise. You really aren't. And there is purpose. As much as you don't see it, there is. Holy cow, there is. I think this is another reason why last night, before I was going to sleep, for some reason, I was tapping into events of my past that led me to my, below my knees. I don't, you know when you're on the bathroom floor They say, you know, when you're on your knees sobbing, crying, but you know that depth where you're below your knees? Snot and tears. Why? All sorts of pain and sadness that you take on. Like you want to break through. You just need to see the path. You need to know why this shit keeps happening. Whoa, I haven't felt this in a while. Anyway, I'm sorry. Yuck. Okay, so on that note, at least you know I do get it. All right, let's carry on because you're coming out of this shit. All right. Whew. The Empress. Oh, by the way, this is that practicing self-care anyway. That's your steps to reveal your path. Just to even reveal to be able to see, is there a way out? You don't need grasping the concept of not needing to know how or why. Well, that's such a deep thing. Oh my gosh, my third eye. All right. Just know, baby steps, sweetie. It's okay. Just do what you can with what you have within you and around you at the moment, as small as it might be, and make it a habit to do at least one thing every day to show yourself. Like, let your soul find something to treat yourself like you're me, like my Tina. Let me show myself some love at least once a day. Start there. Okay. I love you. The Empress represents a shift from self to loving others. Nature, focusing on vibrations, physical activity, harmony in relationships, strengthening friendships, starting a family. This is the Mother card with an aura of peace and tranquility, love, creativity, grace, femininity, nurturing, fertility, nature, beauty, and abundance. The crown of stars on her head is her divine connection with the mystical realm as well as the cycles of the natural world, the 12 months of the year, the 12 planets. An enduring, preserving, reborn, new woman, a survivor. I mean, whether this is you or this is you, we all have masculine and feminine within us. So whether you're a guy or a girl listening to this, I don't care. Very connected to mother. That's the thing. Like, you embody those characteristics then. All right. I typically would say there might be somebody else in your life that's coming in or whatever, but I have not felt led really to go down that route. Like, I'm strongly feeling like this is representing you. Very connected to Mother, Earth, and life itself. Signifies, it could be a person that resembles a mother figure, this kind of a figure in your life. Oh man, with the 10 of Swords. But it's the person that, okay, never mind. That's, yeah, no. Very connected to Mother, Earth, and life itself. Signifies an abundance from harvesting. She brings blessings and abundance when she appears in a reading. So here we go, okay? So there's that different frame of mind. Do you see the two different frames of mind that are possible with one energy source, okay? That is the symbol of you as well. If you are feeling or thinking in your head, like, one, it is the furthest thing from your root chakra. So get out of your head and ground yourself. And two, get out of your head and get into your heart. This is about self-love here. Totally. This is the the Empress is like the Queen of Love to me. I know there's the Queen of Cups and everything, but anyway, that's just my own personal thing. Knight of Swords clarified by the Eight of Cups. Okay, guys, could be like with the Eight of Cups: disappointment, abandonment, withdrawal, escapism. The Knight of Swords can be opinionated, hasty, action-oriented, communicative. All right. This is feelings of disappointment within a relationship. You were emotionally invested, yet you've been left unfulfilled, and you are ready to walk away. This no longer is bringing you joy. You're going to move forward in a different direction. This Knight brings the energy needed to manifest those goals. You will be armed with the readiness to overcome any problem or challenge or obstacle that stands in your way. This says this is long overdue as well. Time to deal with your emotions. No more swallowing them and just moving forward like there's nothing wrong. Oh my gosh, it's such a pet peeve of mine. Oh, this Knight brings ambition, determination, and strength you need to stop avoiding the situation. Your Eight of Cups, it is time to go and chase something big. It is time for some deep soul searching to explore and find out what is going to fill yourself with a happiness that is in alignment with your goals and your values. This will make it so you will be able to manifest your goals into reality. Ooh. See? It's gonna be okay. So like maybe recent past and current, you know? Alright, so we have the Two of Swords clarified by Five of Cups. This is somebody that is torn between two choices and you're grieving about it. In your mind, you have to choose one or the other. But we have that Five of Cups to clarify it. And this says you're not looking at everything around you. I mean, they tie in really close together. If you look them up in the pictures, I love how in the Five of Cups, like the two cups are separated. So this is, and you have the other three, which is why this is saying you're not looking at everything. The air energy of the swords indicates that this is going to be a practical and swift decision when you do finally like take the blindfold off and do what you got to do. It's going to be super quick, especially with this energy of the Knight in this reading. Oh yeah, bam, done. It's been a long process going back and forth. There's been lots of pros and cons with the person that you're dealing with. Deal breakers could have been discovered, so now suddenly you don't want to, possibly, but you still have reservations, like you know this is where your heart is calling you. Likewise, life is too short to waste it on someone who isn't sure about you. Unnecessary drama has had a seat in your life. You need to take the steps to discord from them, from whoever it is, a friend or a family member. It is time to let go. Oh man. Maybe that friend is a family member. Maybe, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Okay, so we have what it is not. This is something I really like the twist on this. Being seduced, the Devil card. This is the Devil card, all right? So then I'm just going to read all of this, and then hopefully this water's going to, I don't know. It's going to work. The Devil, being seduced by the material world and physical pleasures, living in fear, domination, bondage, temptation, unhealthy relationships, materialism, shadow self, addiction, attachment, restriction, and lust. His wings of a bat resemble that he is sucking the life out of you. What happens when you give in to your raw desires? But look at those chains on the necks. They're loose and they can be removed. even though they have those little horns on their heads, those are resembling that they are becoming increasingly like him, feeling like, but they're not even there against their will. Here's the thing, where you think you are stuck, this actually does tie into the reading from you. Holy Hannah. It's not. You have the capability and the choice. Let go of the hand, remove your chain, and go. Yeah. You choose the path of instant gratification at the expense of your long-term well-being. I'm sure this has popped up for a few things since you've been dealing with this. Like, your own being has suffered because of this. So have others around you. But anyway, this is the part of, like, you sold your soul to the devil. And now you've been tricked into thinking you have no control over these negative forces. You just have to acknowledge that they no longer have a hold on you. Your darker side that constrains you and holds you back from being the best version of yourself. Done. Okay, so I'm going to use this time. I don't even know what time it is. I probably have to hurry. 4 of Wands. Let's read this, guys. Oh, I got dandelions in my bath today. Rosemary, cilantro, and sage, and grapeseed oil. Okay, 4 of Wands. The garden is growing luxuriously, and these two have wandered away from their stress and planning to have a little fun. It might be a surprise, but you've got some good times on the horizon. Take a break from your hard work and put all your energy into treating yourself. See what I mean somehow every time? That's so freaking cool. That's really neat. I'm so happy we got our message of hope for the end, you guys. That's inspiring. Oh. I know it's been a difficult journey, and I know that there is a ton you've got to work out. The shadow self stuff of the past. No matter how you start this journey of acceptance, I want you to start your day, your time doing it, whatever it is. Honestly, I don't even care how many times a day you do it. Ground yourself. Be it being one with Mother Nature, grounding like people do, like go barefoot outside, which I think today is supposed to be a beautiful day. Well, I'm in the United States, so I don't know. I'm in Michigan. It's supposed to be finally pretty here. It's been super cold, which is weird because I always knew it was going to happen in the winter. There's something in the Bible that led me to believe that this crap was going to start in the winter. Poof. I'm learning a lot of things that I've known for a long time are coming true. Pretty cool, you guys. When you tap in, no matter how many people have led you to believe that you couldn't, just like people, things, environments, situations, this stuff is crazy. Oh, man. And it's not just you, okay? That's the other thing you have to recognize in this acknowledgement. Many, many, many of the fears that you hold are not even your own. Like, you have a small handful of fears, I feel like, that actually, like, have been just personally developed by you and you alone, like, in this current state and environment, because those actually seem to change a lot. But my point is that, generational. things are passed down, traumas are passed down, the things, there's so much affecting how many things are not your own emotions that you are processing. So please be patient with yourself, okay? Love yourself, you guys. It really, I know you've heard it all your life, you know, you can't love someone else until you love yourself first. And, you know, getting that Four of Wands at the end, and the fact that there are two people, if you look up the Four of Wands as well, you will see it's two people, like hand in hand, in joy. And if you want that to come, you got to do the hard work, you guys, of going within and loving yourself. It's not as bad as you think it's going to be, I promise. You're badass. I know it with all my heart. I love you so much, you guys. I'm so appreciative and thankful for all of you. Okay, go forth, enjoy, spread that stuff like wildfire, and do it through compassion and communicate with compassion. Okay, folks? You know what? Do some mirror work. Communicate with compassion with yourself. See how much joy that brings to your life. Love you.